Hello everyone, this is Glenda and welcome back to Creative Grandma. I just want to say a welcome to all my crochet friends out there who come back time and time again to watch my channel. And I was trying to think of something fun to do, and I know I get some new subscribers, and some of my regular subscribers, you might have forgot about some of my stitch of the week. So I thought I'm going to pick my 5 favorite stitches that I have done in the past, and I thought I'm going to just see if my 5 favorite might be your 5 favorite, or if they're not, just let me know in the comment section what your favorite stitch of the week is. If I have not done your favorite stitch of the week, let me know that as well in the comment section, and I'll see what I can do to bring that stitch out to you. Before I get started, I just want to give a special shout out to my new patron of my channel, Patricia Powell. So thank you, Patricia, for being a patron of my channel. If anyone is interested in becoming a patron, you can just click that link down in my description box. You can see it below. So I want to get started on the 5 picks that I have. So let's take a closer look. So starting with number 5 and working my way up to my number 1 top pick, I'm going to start with stitch number 217, and this one is called the up and down stitch. This stitch pattern is for everyone who loves texture. It's a beautiful stitch pattern that's made using single crochet, double crochet, and a front post triple. So if you have ever been intimidated by those front post stitches, the video is very clear and very easy to show you how to work those front post stitches. So let me show you my first sample, which you're seeing here, and it's a 4-color repeat, changing colors every 2 rows. So this is what your sample would look like. My second sample is where I use 2 different colors, changing colors every 2 rows. And with this sample, you're looking at really high contrasting colors, and this is what it looks like, and it just pulls that design out because of the high contrasting colors with that clean crisp white background, and then you pull in that beautiful blue coloration, and this is just a beautiful textured pattern. The third sample here is just a gorgeous sample of when you mix high contrast of white with a multicolor. So this is where, again, I use 2 different colors. I'm using that clean, crisp white as the background color, and then I add that beautiful multicolor, and it just puts all those wonderful colors into this pattern. And again, just look at that beautiful texture. Now for my 4th pick. Number 4 is pattern number 242, and I think everybody is familiar with this stitch. It's the feathers and fan. Some people call it the fan and feathers. It's just a wonderful 2-row repeat. It's an excellent pattern if you need to make an afghan in a hurry. It's simple single crochet and double crochets. It works up so quickly. It has to be one of your favorites. Now this stitch pattern here, I only have 2 samples to show you of this one. This is my first sample, and you can see I'm changing colors every row. I'm using that clean crisp white, which I do love to see that clean crisp white. It really brings out a nice high contrast in some of these samples. And then I'm using a beautiful blue multicolor. So that's my first sample. My second sample here I made using a self-striping yarn, and these are wonderful yarns to use on some of these patterns because we all hate to weave in ends. This is just one of those beautiful patterns where that gentle wave goes through the design, and just a wonderful stitch again if you want to make something really quick and easy. My number 3 pick, I absolutely fell in love with this stitch. One of my subscribers asked me to do this stitch. It's stitch number 248, and it's called the box stitch. It's just the most beautiful stitch. It has a lot of texture, but this is a little bit more advanced pattern. This has an 8-row repeat, and it has front post single crochet stitches, but the video will take you step by step through it. So again, all the links to the these Stitch of the Weeks are going to be in the description box. You can click those links and you can go right to the video, and make sure if you want that free pattern, just click on the link. I'll have the link to my Stitch of the Weeks. You can just go on there and just scroll down to the stitch you want, click on the name of the stitch, and you can print those patterns out for free, download them right to your computer. This sample here, I have two samples to show you. This sample I just used bright white with that multicolored blue, and it just really pretty when you use those high contrasting colors where you just use that one bright color or one dark color and then you throw in that high contrasting color. So my second sample here, you can see where I used all different colors in each section that created those fans, and I have all the information in the instruction sheet where it tells you that you would change colors on rows 3 and row 7 of those repeat rows. So all the information you need. I also have the stitch multiples included in all these instructions as well. So if you wanted to make a larger project, you have your stitch multiples and all that information. This is my number 2 pattern pick, and this is Stitch of the Week pattern number 237, and it's called the Celtic Weave Stitch Pattern. Now this is a little bit of a yarn eater. You're using those front post triple crochet stitches. It's just a little bit more advanced pattern, but if you take your time and you know how to do the basic stitches, just take your time, watch the video, and I'll show you step by step how to do this amazing interwoven stitch. It just has a gorgeous look. Now this is my first sample and it's made with that bright crisp white. So this is my second sample, and look how beautiful these self-striping yarns can make these stitch patterns work. I just absolutely love this stitch pattern, and I want to tell everybody, don't stay stuck in your comfort zone. Try these new stitches. Get a little more advanced in your skills. You may not get it the first time, but just try. That's all you can do is try. Just go slow. When you watch the video, if you have to pause the video, just keep pausing it, but just take it slow, and you will be amazed at what you really can do by just taking your time and learning these stitches. Because crochet is basically the single crochet, the double crochet, the triple crochet. I forgot the half double crochet. But once you know those basic stitches, it's all a matter of how you put the stitches together and where you put your hook. So give it a try and pat yourself on the back, because this is a beautiful pattern and I'm sure you're going to love it. So here's my number 1 stitch of the week that I absolutely love. This is pattern number 234, and it's called the bean stitch. And I think what I like so much about it, there's a couple things. First, it has that interwoven look to it, but the most important thing I love about this stitch is it's a 1-row repeat. You do row 1 for your base row, and then you work row 2 over and over and over again. So once you learn that basic row of row 2, that's all you have to do is repeat that row until the length you desire, and you get this beautiful interwoven, just a wonderful stitch, and it's great for baby blankets. I have 3 samples, and I'll tell you, all 3 samples are just gorgeous. The one you're looking at now was done with a multicolor yarn, just brings all those colors so you can see the design. My next sample is that bright white, crisp, clean sample. I always like to make one in bright white because a lot of people like the white for a more classic look, or if you're making a gift for someone and you don't know what their home decor colors are, white is always the perfect choice. So look at this design using those solid colors. Now let me really show you my favorite colors in this pattern. So let me show you my third sample. So this is the third sample, and look at these gorgeous colors if you need a baby Afghan. That beautiful pink, yellow, blue, and green together just makes a beautiful pattern. It really makes the actual stitch pattern really stand out. And again, it's my all-time favorite because it's just a 1-row repeat. Thanks for stopping by and watching my top 5 favorite stitches of the week. And there's so many beautiful stitch patterns, it's hard to choose just 5. Let me know what your favorite stitch pattern is. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Happy crocheting, everyone!